game day overreactions. When you're in the heat of the game and you're watching it and you're passionate, you're prone to making a couple of silly calls here and there. First one from you, BT, and this was a very strange call. I'm not going to lie. We were watching on Friday night, of course, classic game, big moment. Buddy Franklin kicks the 1,000 goals. Everybody runs on the ground, and we kind of asked amongst ourselves, do you think that this will ever happen again? Someone kicking 1,000 goals? And BT's response was, the only man that could possibly do it is Joe Daniher.
Shit, I forgot I said that.
Tazza, come on.
Oh no, I don't know where you're going with that, but you've got this bromance going on with Smoke and Joe, and I don't see where it's come from.
Best forward in the comp.
Explain yourself.
He's easily
best forward in the comp.
Best forward in the comp.
Max King is a superstar. He just won a game for the Saints.
Yeah, but it was against
what about the Souvlaki? He kicked 6.
I think that was against the Waffle team.
Yeah, he's kind of got you there, Josh.
He does. He does. Joe, Smoke and Joe for 1,000 goals.
There's no chance.
What were you drinking?
I did have a few. Don't get me wrong, I love the guy. But that was an overreaction. I'll admit that one. He's not even going to get close to 1,000 goals. But no one's ever going to get close to 1,000 goals again. We won't say it again.
Yeah. Next overreaction. This one was from me, actually. I was watching the Brisbane Essendon game where Lachie Neale absolutely tore it up. He just took over this game. And the call that I made was that the trade period where Fremantle gave Lachie the boot, it was the worst trade period that Fremantle has ever had, which is saying something because they've had some terrible trade periods. I mean, we're talking the Crode Hodge trade. You know, we're talking in getting in McPhee and Scotty Gumbleton, and you know, there's been some terrible trades over the years for Freo, but I think this one, it just takes the cake because they got nothing back at all.
I agree with you. The only thing I can disagree with that is it the game style difference? Did that help Lachie Neale? Brisbane are a lot more attacking.
Lachie Neale was he was a good gun.
Player.
Yeah, he was a gun before he left, but he's their number one.
Yeah,
you know, Fife was Freo's number one.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. But with Brisbane, they're such an attacking team, especially the midfielders. They love to run forward. Where at Fremantle, other than Fife, it was more a very defensive type team, if you know what I mean. So obviously, yeah, I agree. It's the worst decision Fremantle have made, and probably one of the better trades Brisbane have brought in.
And can I just throw this out here as well, just so you've got a bit of context on who they brought in exchange. Realistically, they gave up Neale and their pick 6. They got back in return a late round first, and they brought in Jesse Hogan, who they traded away for peanuts, Rory Lobb, who has done absolutely nothing at the club, and your man, BT, Travis Collier. So what are we talking about here?
That's absolutely terrible.
Final game day overreaction. Taylor, I want your thoughts on this one. We did briefly talk about the Giants earlier. If Leon Cameron wasn't the coach of the Giants, they would have already won a flag by now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they've had the pieces there. Now they lack in areas, but they've got a Coleman medalist in Jeremy Cameron. Well, they had one alongside Toby Green. Like, with that midfield and with that defensive core, 100% a better coach would have got. I mean, obviously, they wouldn't have been thrashed by 80 points in the grand final, I can tell you that much. I don't want to bring Port into it again, but I think Port probably could have at least made a grand final if we had a better coach too.
Yeah, I agree. The quality players they've had and the quality players they've given away, they've had all the pieces there and they just haven't been able to go. When they lost the grand final, no team was beating Richmond that year. To lose by that much, that's pretty insane. Like, they need a good key forward. That's what they need. They're lacking that right there.
Yeah, and they need Hogan to turn into that this year for them to be a chance of being your pick for winning the flag this year. I think that's without a doubt.